Poco will continue to rebrand Redmi devices. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And the other day I was reading this interview by the new director of Poco India, Anuj Sharma, on Indian Express. Of course, I have linked the article in the description of this video. He mentioned some very interesting points about the Poco team, and he was asked right away that Poco has been launching rebranded devices and they are absolutely fine with it. As per Anuj Sharma, the devices they are rebranding and launching as Poco are, in his own words, better versions of Redmi devices and offer better value to the consumers. So, if you are a fan of Redmi devices, stop buying them because Poco is going to give you better value. Strange, right? I mean, you're trashing your own friend. That's a nice way. And then the other thing which I noticed was that they know what they're doing. They are absolutely fine with rebranding devices. And the example he gives is that the first OnePlus phone, the OnePlus One, was a rebranded Oppo device, and similar was the case with Realme's first phone. Brands often tend to show this strategy, and this isn't anything new in Poco's case. So, when you give the example that, oh, that person is doing it, so I will also do it, that's it. That's the end of the discussion because you are following somebody else's lead. That's what they are doing. Why fans like me are pissed off at Poco for rebranding devices is because we expected them to come up with something new, something different. That was our expectation, but in their own minds and their own strategy is to rebrand devices. And if they are fine with it, then there's nothing you can do because that's their strategy. That's how they want to compete in the market. That's how they want to be known. Someone who can just rebrand devices and not fix these broken animation on this poop launcher which they have on Poco devices. So they cannot do anything. All they can do is just rebrand devices and create their taglines or hashtags which are like smooth as fast as I would say you should also add something like rebranded as well because that's what you're doing. Then he's asked about the Poco F2. Where is the Poco F2? And he goes on to say that the Poco F2 Pro, which was launched, is not a true successor to the Poco F1. And I'll tell you why, because it's expensive, right? And in their defense, if they were to launch a Snapdragon 865 device, they cannot launch it at the price of the Poco F1 because the chip itself from Qualcomm is as expensive as the price at which Poco F1 launched. So in Poco and Xiaomi's defense, the 865 chip is pretty expensive from Qualcomm, but they're still riding the Poco F2 wave and giving people hope that they will launch the Poco F2 well. For sake, if it takes you 3 years to launch the successor of a device, then you ain't doing shit. You are just giving people hope that, oh, one day Poco F2 will come. Of course, it will come. You are waiting for the right moment when the prices of the chips go down. You cannot, at this point, provide a Snapdragon 8 series phone for $300. You just cannot do it, and partly Qualcomm is to blame for this, but then come out openly and talk about it, right? Grow a pair. Instead of saying that we are working to bring a true successor of the Poco F1, but it will take us some time to develop it. You ain't developing shit. I mean, I thought the Poco X3 was a brand new device, but apparently, once I saw the Mi 10T Lite, I was like, huh, well, it's just that the rebrand was launched before the original. That's what happened here, I think. So, Poco team, if you peeps have any high hopes from them, I would bring them down, not expect too much from them. Just let them rebrand their devices and be happy with it. Plus, they are developing some true wireless earbuds called Poco Pop Buds. I mean, the name is very confusing, and if they sound trashy, I'm pretty sure that people will start calling them Poco Poop Buds. What do you peeps think about this interview by the country director of Poco India, Anuj Sharma? Let me know via comments below.